into Saturn Rising. Your host, Wisdom is Yah, and my co-host here, Lord I.
Peace and bless. Yeah, going out there today.
We're jumping right in today into why I'm not vegan anymore, or why we're not vegan anymore, and why. And we were just talking about how good of a title that was because what were some of the reasons there, Big Brother?
Well, basically, that type of title would have like on the studs and fellas. Make people look at it like, oh my God, what do you mean you're not vegan? Like, why? And I knew something was wrong with their lifestyle. There's always gonna be a reason why they say that. But this video is to clear all that false assumptions. The reason why we say we are not vegans, so we are not vegans anymore. But we still do not indulge in any animal protein or product when we eat our meal. We still, what we do is we practice a full-fledged plant-based diet, which consists of all plant matter and grains and fruits, vegetables, and things of that nature. The vegan community, unfortunately, through trial and error, and learning from my own experience, I have found out that the vegan world is a very unhealthy world, very destructive. When you say destructive, very destructive even of a world because of the fact of how much artificial and chemically created food there are. You know, a lot of things vegan is too unhealthy. We're gonna start with tofu. No pun intended to anybody that loves tofu or soy, but that's one of the most detrimental foods to us because of the fact that it's not a nutrient-based product. It's basically about adjective, shall we say. It's added to food to give it some context, but it's not a healthy context.
Right.
It's a very unhealthy context. So, with that being said, that's something we'll alleviate in a plant-based diet and start doing things like chickpeas, different beans, different alkaline, like hemp seeds.
Right.
There's different alkaline grains. Like alkaline, healthy will be the mind state of how we want to live now. And I would honestly recommend everybody to look into fruitarians and having a more fruit-based diet. 70% fruit, 30% whatever else you feel like you need to put in your body. Whatever proteins you may think, whatever grains you may think, whatever else you may think. But I would say 70% fruit diet will be all the halo be all. The electrolytes you will get, the energy level to get, the water content you get, because that's another thing. Water content we do not get because we drink a lot of bottled water. Right. This, not this particular bottle per se, but most of these are very dangerous because of BPA and everything associated with the water. So we gotta get water from other sources. So
keep it real. Let's probably some bullshit in that one too.
Yeah,
let's keep it real.
It's machine alkaline, so it's machine
bullshit.
But when we look at water, we gotta start getting water from our vegetables and fruits. It's a lot of more water and fruits than you ever know, and your body digests it in that manner. So we gotta remember that. And also, we had to drink way more coconut water. Coconut water is the true essence of water on this planet. It's the only alive water, but I don't jump the gun.
Yeah, don't do it.
You know what I'm saying? But that's the one we gonna talk about that another date. But that's definitely what you want to invest in, more coconut water, which is more electric and alkaline. But we'll rewind back.
Well, give us some healthy alkaline choices that you indulge in your everyday, weekly.
For the fruits, vegetables, what?
Let's say breakfast. Let's get Brother Ivy's breakfast choices for staying alkaline during the week.
Okay, well, first and foremost, I would say nobody should be eating a meal before 11, 12 a.m. Every day. I don't feel we did no food.
AM, PM, right?
AM. When you wake up, you should eat no meals until at least 12 noon. And that is because our body's in wake up mode and we don't want to put nothing heavy in our bodies that drag us down throughout your day. So I would advise us to really truthfully get into an aspect of fruit, a heavy fruit rising type of regimen, or a smoothie, fruit salad, or a couple raw pieces of fruit, and water, and hot tea, as much as you would like. Until about 11, 12, you can eat a nice breakfast. I would say, maybe some oatmeal, you know what I'm saying, some healthy alkaline pancakes with strawberry preserve, alkaline French toast with sourdough bread.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Chickpea scramble. You know what I'm saying? They got a couple of different options for alkaline and plant-based veggie sauce and soy-free. It's a few different vegetables put together to a sauce made with seeds, other herbs, something like that, and then chill out into a nice lunch, maybe a spaghetti, lots of salad.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You might want a veggie burger, sweet potato fries, or something like that. So, veggie sloppy joe, with lentils.
Lentils, huh?
It's so many options, man. But when I say plant-based, you dig into the world of plant food that are grown and not created in a laboratory. That's what we want to get away from at this point. The laboratory foods is too destructive to our bodies. It's fucking with our DNA construct. Telling us off point. We're not thinking properly. We're not seeing properly. We're slower. We're losing all the aspect of being able to live life in a real capacity. Our lifespan is getting cut short from these issues. So we are not vegan because veganism is not for health. Vegans tell me that we cannot indulge in honey. Honey is a superfood ancient to this planet Earth. How dare you tell me that? Of course, all bees are not extract honey from in a negative way. How dare you think all honey is going to be? Everything in life is not negative. It's been shown that way, but you got to realize certain things we've done in the positive life as well. So damn the aspect of everything being done in a very heinous way. That's not true. Some bees love to be to them with their beekeepers to do with the energy they put doing. They're not negative, they're not mean to them, they're not hurting them. They're always showing life and getting the honey from them with a sort of gratitude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I just think we got to get tuned to the rules that different creature things give us, and that don't make sense. When I heard vegan, I heard that, like, I'm doing it. But the more I heard the rules of it, I said, this shit don't sound right. This shit don't sound like something I need to get into. Like,
sometimes
I'm paying more attention to the planet and the animals in my own body. Is that really what I'm doing? That's not it. Everything got to be in correspondence. I got myself, the planet, and the animals. You know what I'm saying? But I should be first, not even the list. That ain't it. So that's basically a free tool you can take along with you. Hot tea, key lime water. It's always good to start your day off, man. Try to eat light when you get up. You don't be having, don't stay light on your feet. That when your day comes, you can be able to think.
It's like you said, don't even
take care of a 12-hour shift
clock
anyway.
anyway.
They knock a 12-hour shift out with no problem compared to being like, oh my God, I'm so tired, so drained, because your body need that fuel. Sometimes fuel all the food you got is what you put in your body. So we put a lot of junk in our bodies, we're gonna be drained, man. So be mindful of that.
Now, how would you say that food connects directly to your thoughts? Because a lot of people, you see that get thrown around loosely out here, but then Becky thick ass picks up a cookie.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's a good question, but the key is this, right? When you realize that your stomach and your brain core is all under one pretty much umbrella, right? How you eat correlates to how you think because of the fact that how they in unison. So I would say that the best way to make your brain function in a proper manner is to give your body clean, natural foods.
Okay.
It's harder in this day and age that we're going on, but it's not as hard when you do the work and do the research. For instance, if you want to find good foods, find the closest farmers market to wherever you're at. Everybody should, even if it's got to be a few miles away, you got to drive, you got to take a bus, you got to take a cab.
Right.
It's worth it because the food you're going to get there is not the stuff you see in your everyday supermarket.
Right.
It's fresh stuff, it's stuff that you got to eat within a certain amount of time, prepared to preserve, and it's not all that stuff. It's more right there, ready for you. I definitely think so.
I like that.
Researching different new vegetables and fruits that we never had before. It can be very vital to what's going on, but you never had it before, so you're discouraged from it. Don't be discouraged from it. Tackle on new ideas and new opportunities. You know what I'm saying?
I like that, man. I like that. Yeah. And the farmer, I go to a lot of the farmers market. Well, I go to one in particular in my area, but I'm a proponent of the farmers markets because you don't know, but if you get down there, you can feel people's vibes, and you can feel the vibe of somebody that's going out there and doing the work and actually putting the food together in the correct manner, opposed to this mass creation of food that's going on. You know what I mean?
Like support people like that when you're doing good work like that.
You do.
It's definitely felt good to do that.
Yeah, you wanna support human.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And a lot of these people be white people that's out here, white farmers and stuff that's out there, but you know what I mean? I support humans, so it's not a color thing with me.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Treat you right and make sure to keep it dynamic, the food, what respect level got to be.
certainly. Man, so I like that you got the breaking down a nice little day and a nice meal for somebody that might be interested in putting together their plan.
I hope so. I'm here to help. You know what I'm saying? Anything I may have went through, I would like to put support for somebody else to help them because I know it's tough along the way. Plus, you have a lot of support. People around you might not understand. You know what I'm saying? What you're dealing with, what you're going through. So it might be just you. And to know there's people around you here to help in ways of not necessarily being that right there with you, but somebody's gonna get you online or information and tool find you. It's meant for you. So I'm here for that.
Right on.
I'm here to help people in the aspect of don't know which way to go, but know that where they're going at is the right way.
Right.
That's how I was. I know it's going the right thing. It's tough, but I know how to keep going that way.
How long have you been? I mean, you pretty much have your diet the way it is now. Like we're not calling it veganism anymore, but I know you've been meatless
Plant-based.
and plant-based. I know you've been plant-based. So plant-based is what you want to call it.
Yes, everybody switch. Everybody that knows me and my brother, I want y'all to take this advice and run with it. Do not run with the word plant. Do not run with the word vegan anymore. We're not vegan. Somebody actually know I'm not vegan. No, okay, I thought you eat meat, so I don't eat meat. But I'm not vegan. What do you mean? Well, I understand you don't understand. You break it down. I am what you consider a plant-based. I'm on a plant-based diet. That means I eat nothing but a plant-based diet. Everything can be grown in the dirt. That's it. That's all. If it ain't grown in the dirt, I don't really want it. That's fruits, vegetables, and grains. You know, that vegan stuff, some of that stuff is grown in the laboratory, not natural. Destroy the biological structure of the body, DNA, everything gets broken down. It slows you down, it throws you off your path. And if I'm not mistaken, I heard something about saying that messes up your caustic records.
Your what now?
Your caustic records is affected by the chemical impact of it. Too many artificial foods and things like tofu and things that are grain that's not really natural, it's not for the body, but we eat it because it's been mass produced. You understand what I'm saying? But we really don't need it. Body don't need, we give them something the body don't need, right? Giving it a backlash because we don't really want the body to harm. So I would say definitely get more fruits, vegetables, grains. I recipes on YouTube, all that Pinterest, all kinds of different places you can learn. We're gonna do some work. I know it's take a little work, we're busy, but it's worth it. The body's worth it. It's always worth it. Everything matters.
Get rid of the metals in your the metal in your blood, actually, that you're sucking into your foods and your waters and stuff because they're evident. You can measure them too and stuff. So, but there are things like you get something that's green with chlorophyll in it to get rid of the metals inside of your food or to get the metal out of your blood. Okay, because it's kind of hard to fight it off if you're not sitting there growing your own things, and then a lot of times you're using some of the chemicals that you gotta buy from those folk and shit that they're gonna sprinkle with their shit, and then I mean we already know that it is a microscopic quantum war that's being played on us, and they're getting smaller, so that's how they're gonna attack the fifth dimension there. So that's why this consciousness in food is about right here. You know what I mean? You want to be conscious of what's happening to and what's generating your single cell, because there are going to be duplicates made off of that. And you want to do the best that you can. So if you got your mind into it and it's as above, so below, so that means your body's into it, then that helps your chances. Then you just sitting around like a bump on the log and allowing it life to just swallow you up. Yeah. And pass you by, you know what I mean? You know, no, you're gonna do something about it because, you know what I mean, if you are doing any of the work or you're, you know, man, if you're anywhere invested in any of the work, and you even on this channel today, that means that you are, then these things are essential and stuff for growth, man. Essential. You want to get control of your mind again. Be able to be conscious of making your own decision. And what starts that is through food. and it gives you the strength and the balance necessary and stuff to attack everything else with the same script in your life. Everything else with the same script in your life. Yeah. You build different neurological connections with your connection with food. They've hit us through the five senses over here on this planet anyway. And you see the overgrown stomachs just going wild around you, the little babies and everything. So you know a big problem is through our guts. And you know, yes, they've been using a lot of flesh-like meats and stuff like that to do that, as well as vegetables and everything too, you know what I mean? But they definitely got us going dumb with that stuff in the meats and everything. So just be conscious. And I'm not saying don't have anything. I say if you're gonna eat meats, go to your butcher and go and meet him personally. Like we go to these farmer markets and go and meet the farmers and get them to cut your stuff up. Stay balanced. Stay with some fish, but you know what I mean. Go and fish in waters. You know have a good name for giving good meat. You know what I mean. You don't want to be around somewhere where you know they're throwing stuff into the water that's affecting you. You know what I mean. At least if you hear rumors, you know what I mean, it's better to be in a place where you're not hearing rumors than in a place where you are hearing rumors. You know what I'm saying? So come on, just use your common sense out here. You know what I mean? Continue to meditate and get connection with your mother self and shit. You know what I mean?
Protected and connected, man.
Protected and connected. You know what I mean? And it'll let you know what to be around. You know what I mean? It's vibrant. That's definitely a new wave and some energy that's hitting this earth that hasn't hit this earth in some time, probably 3,600 years, and it's probably never been like this. So this is unique to it. So you know what I mean? We want to be perfect amplifiers of this energy.
Peace. That's indeed. 3,600 years. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Oh, that's deep. You know what I'm saying? But that show you how much you in this plateau.
Yes, indeed. And it keeps us right here on the same subject. We move into water too, and our good brother was going to go ahead and brief us on the importance and the realization of the real water on this planet too. So, or the real good drinking water on this planet, and we'll let him dive into that right there too.
Okay, I appreciate it. Well, first and foremost, most people, as we know, we all drink a lot of water, bottled water. Some for this, or smaller, those 16 or 12 bottles. One thing, unfortunately, that I've learned through the knowledge of the experience, everything I learned that that's one of the most worst sources of water we ever drinking. Yes, it does quench our thirst for that moment, but for the aspect of the body and what it's composed of, what it needs, this is not really what we need. What we need is a more full-fledged, complete water. And like I said, if it's not from the aspect of the fruits that we're eating, it will be from coconut. Coconut water is one of the most supreme waters on the planet. It's all the vitamins you need,
Right.
all the electrolytes you need, it heals, it detoxes.
Just to cut you off real quick, I remember coming off a fast and people using coconut water or recommended coconut water as the essential water or the top water for coming off a fast, or what they recommended, you know what I mean? So,
you know what's crazy though, too? Also, for anybody that has a hangover, coconut water is an amazing recovery drink. Because the fact of the matter, how when you're dehydrated, right? You need something to rejuvenate that dehydration. So that's what coconut water has all the electrolytes you need to bring you back way quicker. Any beverage you could drink, any tea, any coffee, you know? So, talking about live water versus dead water. Most water, bottled water we drink is dead water. Unfortunately, I'm sorry if people don't know this right now. Yes, it does quench your thirst for that moment, but like I say, it's dead water. If you ever have any mineral content, 90% of them do not. We have a water that has a spring, and it shows the spring, and it shows where you get the water from. That's a acceptable case. But most waters that you ship this see do not have a spring. It doesn't have any source of the water, which means that 90% of it's tap water. It's already been documented that tap water has been bottled and sold us for years and years and years, and it's been regulated. That's part of business. Once you learn that, then you try to get tap into a source of water that's way more natural than what they can copy. So like I say, even with coconut water, it isn't fraudulent and scamming coconut water out here. It's not really coconut water, it's like a couple of different things. It's not really healthy. So whenever you come in that situation, you will get real coconuts. Try to get one you can pop the top and pour it out, or maybe get one that you got to cook yourself with. That's a little bit strain if you don't have any cut utensils. So you have to get the coconut water comes in the container, you pop the top, and always when you get containers like that you gotta open up and you can't really see inside of them. I would advise you to, when you pull your beverage out, whatever, cool, cut the rim up the top off and look inside, make sure everything is legit in that container. Because you never know what's going on in the container you're not looking inside of. You could be drinking mold, you could drink anything. And that's very vital not to be doing. So live water is definitely we need to be drinking. Like I say, fruits and vegetables, also fruits mainly, have also have live water. And like cantaloupe, watermelon, melons, cucumber, and then vegetables like that, fruits like that have amazing content of water. So when you eat it, not only you get that pleasure from the fruit, but you get water content in your body to hydrate you, right? And you so you won't be thirsty for things like that. So and then after coconut water is the top water. If you drink coconut water every day and stop drinking regular water, your body will be way more healthy. That's the aspect of it. But like you say, water is a lot more accessible. Coconut water, if we're not in the tropics, we have to go buy it. We don't have to go to sell it that we don't have. So that's very important. Remember, coconut water is the clean water on the planet, and the bottled water we drink, 90% of are pretty much tap water, so it's no good. So I would definitely say we need to try to wean off of the bottled waters per se, unless you have an incredible, reliable source for the well they come from. You need bottled water alone. You start drinking coconut water only and eat more fruits. The Bible thank you later.
Yeah, and I just wanted to piggyback on what the brother was talking about right there too. What he's talking about, this dead water, is this is how you can notice it too, okay? And you might be able to do some comparisons with different waters, okay? But with the dead water, first of all, it's called heavy water. And heavy water, it's just what it is. It's heavier in your mouth. Right. It's not like you might can get water from a spring compared to water in your tap water, and you can literally feel the difference of the weight on your tongue. Right. And that's just an latent example of what dead water is. It's deuterium water. It's water that has deuterium in it. It's deuterium. Deuterium is the element, is an isotope of H2O. Okay, it looks just like H2O, but it's the dead version of it. Okay, and this is why it becomes dead water, because it's heavy water, because the deuterium, yes, looks just like H2O, but it isn't and stuff. Right. So what you can do is you can use it, because it is an isotope of it, to turn back into living water. And this is the process of doing it. And I'm going to give respect to Uncle Hank and Dr. Hank. You know what I mean? Everybody knows him in the community, you know what I mean? The crazy wild scientists, you know what I mean? Like Doc from Back in the Future. But, you know what I mean? The brother was true with that, you know what I mean? He showed us how to make deuterium-free water on Brother Panic channel one time. I don't even know if it was Brother Panic or it was Brother Rich, but one of them, man. I think it was Brother Panic, and he let him go. But anyway, he took some Herkimer-diamonds, 3 Herkimer-diamonds, because we do everything in 3s, right? All right, and you probably can find them in New York, you know what I mean, or get them shipped from New York or whatever. Herkimer, New York. Okay, and you put the Herkimer diamonds into a pot, and you boil the pot, and you boil the pot until it starts boiling, and then while you're doing that, you're stirring it counterclockwise every so often, counterclockwise. Now, when you get done, you put the boiling water into the freezer, or you put it into some ice. The whole point is to cool it down as fast as possible. You want to cool it down to it gets a sheet of ice on it or something like that almost. Okay? And then come back out and heat it up again. Turn it around. You do these in sets of 3. If you do it every 3 times that you do it, every 3 patterns that you do of cooling it and heating it up and cooling it down, every time you do 3 rotations of that, then the deuterium-free water stays free of deuterium for 2 years. If you cap it off and leave it bottled up somewhere and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you can make it last. Right. Now, if people think it's bullshit, you try it yourself. Drink the water before you do this experiment and take it through 3 passes of heating it up and cooling it down. Throw it in your freezer, get some ice and throw it into the sink and cool it down as much as possible. But this is what you need to do. And see if that same water, you can wait till it gets back to room temperature, must. But go ahead and cap it off. But take it through those passes and you run the experiment yourself and see if the water doesn't taste lighter on your tongue. So much light that, you know what I mean, you can clearly see there's a difference in this, and then it doesn't sound crazy anymore. Right. And what we're doing is, we're just switching the isotope, you know what I mean, and reversing that dead water back to living water. And what we're doing is we're doing it through heating it up and motherfucking cooling it down. We're raising the vibrations of the water with the crystals as well too. And we're running we're going with the magnetism of the earth by rotating it in a counterclockwise position. That's fire. And you want to probably be playing Marley in the background when you're doing this and stuff, because we all saw Dr. Emoto's video on talking to water and its living properties and how the sounds can cause the waters to crystallize in a nice pretty pattern, or some of the heavy metal music, or some of the heavy or cussing at the water or being mean to it, made it crystallize in rusty patterns. And we recognize the living qualities of water through that video. Dr. Emoto, which he just passed not too long ago in the last couple of years or whatever. But you find him, Dr. Emoto, it's E-M-A-U-T-O, I think that's right. Somebody gonna correct me or something, but he's a big player in all of this too. Yeah, man. Yeah, no doubt.
That was pretty much my video. I let people know because a lot of times the vegan world is so many rules, so much to it, man. It's not really easy. That's why people get discouraged and from going back to the meat. So I think the plant-based lifestyle is less crushing. You know what I'm saying? Less entering the spaces doing what you gotta do. So that's a lead that always found the way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Chickpeas, jackfruit. You know what I'm saying? Cane squash. Salad you can create. Take a little effort. I mean, that's even when you order food on a DoorDash, it takes effort. So the same, we always got effort to do anything. I think for our health, we got to do a little more. I think it's necessary. We can do it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I will keep on dropping jewels in that aspect of what people make. Everybody might not want to hear, but for the ones that do, I got you.
Yeah, man. You know. And this is for the ones that want to hear anyway. You know what I mean?
We ain't force feeding nobody.
That's right, baby. I don't want you to fight to get this, baby. Just come and get it if you want it and shit, man.
You want it?
Come on, man.
Good talk, bro.
Yes, indeed, brother. Now, you know, a little bonus thing, man, and something that I missed, but definitely got all of the posting on it and stuff like that. The alignment of the planets this week.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yeah. So that was yesterday. Yeah. All right. And did you want to speak on some of your feelings and about that was going on too?
That was a powerful bill. I heard about it a few days before. I wasn't really like, okay. I hope I'll be able to witness it. But it's funny because that same day that it was happening, I didn't know of it at the time. So on the way to work, a little bit 5 a.m. So I was driving out of the sky and I see this awesome formation. Like, what's going on? It's beautiful, but it's different. And then dawned on me what she said about, they told me, like, yeah, pay attention to the sky. It's going to be a very powerful and beautiful formation happen every 20 years, you know? So I'm just like, wow. And like I said, it's still new to me. I wasn't familiar with it before it happened. But once I did get familiar with it, it was amazing to experience to go to the grid and see it all. But I did see a video online. Someone captured a whole line.
Wow.
I posted on my IG, and that shit was amazing.
Wow.
To see it, like beautiful.
And that's how I saw it.
Like God orchestrated that. It was a universal thing that orchestrated. It wasn't no man-made nothing with it. That's why I love it, you know. So yeah, man. You know, one of the things. See to believe it, you know what I'm saying? For real. How you feel about it?
Yo, I'm heavy into it. I want y'all to. Yo, my telescope is sitting over here across the room right now.
Facts.
You know what I mean? I will turn it around when we got this lined up. This, you know, this way I be kind of wanted it right here. But seriously though, it's an 8-inch Celestron, bro. Like, so I'm into that type of stuff. You know what I mean? But I've been a little chill lately. But that stuff has been out and available early in the morning, right? So like I've been going to work around that time too. So but did get a chance, but the good brother did catch it and he sent me a picture and was able to catch the event because they lined up and we had all the planets lined up in the night sky in 2020, right? But yeah, this one, yeah. They lined up in 2020 all outside, you know what I mean, on the dark. But the way he had it lined up now was that it was the sun, the moon, and all the rest of the planets as well was lined up. And you don't get that chance often and whatnot. You know what I mean? I had never got to see it except through picture now. You know what I mean? So
you want to see it again to be 6 years old?
Yeah, exactly. So you know what I mean? What a time to be alive, you know.
Time to be alive, all praise to.
You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? And we ain't gonna get into all of our astrology stuff right now, you know, for another time, you know.
Everything's on the rise.
Yes, indeed.
We're gonna content and tap into the now.
I'm gonna get my tarot out here too, and we're gonna just get the, and we're gonna start corresponding the right tarot cards, the right 3 tarot cards to have with us while we're going through whatever we're trying to present on here in the day too. Okay, we're gonna try to balance our energies around and stuff. But what I was getting to with the eating too is just more about balancing your energies. You know what I mean? It's better to understand a bunch of lives as far as like how other people eat and stuff, so you can find what's best for you, right? And you can learn how to balance all of the warnings and the little triggers that go off from these foods that you don't have control over first because you've never exhausted or expanding your thinking and trying life in somebody else's shoes. Man. But yeah, that's all we got for you today. You know what I mean? Always the war cry is free Larry Hoover. If you don't know what we mean, first find out why you're indigenous. And if you don't know why, go and please see Dane Calloway. That's Calloway, or I am just IEYE, just here to makeyouthink.com. Find Dane Calloway and first recognize and get a crash course on why you're indigenous. And then we can come back here and we can move on to the next step. You know what I mean? But right now, we got rights that's been released to us since 2007, 2008. And you got to find out who you are first so we can tell you the rest of this plan and we can get this thing popping and stuff. But we must educate ourselves correctly, you know what I'm saying, and help ourselves in the most positive way out there. Thank y'all for coming out. See you at the show. Good night.